Deputy Speaker of the Goa Legislative Assembly and former Power Minister Mervyn Godino feels that there is no need for a Central Bureau of Investigation inquiry against him in the power rebate issue, as he was given a clean sheet by the Supreme Court in the criminal case against him on the same issue years back.
Former Power Minister is in the news after the Supreme Court this week upheld Goa bench of Bombay High Court's decision nullifying the legality of a notification which gave power rebate to a number of industries. The notification was issued by Mr. Godino in 1996 when he was the Power Minister. BJP leader Manohar Parrikar, who had raised the issue almost a decade back, had demanded a CBI inquiry into the alleged fraud committed by Mr. Godino by notifying power rebate, which would have cost the state a Rs 50 crore loss.
In interest of justice, this is a case of about 70-80 crores government loss through fraudulent means. In the interest of justice, I demand that all these cases be immediately handed over to CBI. In fact, there are number of cases which are coming again and again to the fore, which needs to be investigated by CBI.
Briefing press persons at Panjim on Wednesday, Mr. Godino admitted that it was a technical fault on his part to issue such a notification without consulting the state cabinet. However, the former Power Minister said that it was the responsibility of the then IAS officers to guide him properly when he decided to issue notification without taking the cabinet into confidence.
I have got a clean sheet from the Supreme Court. At the most, it can be a procedural error. There can be no criminal charge whatsoever. I am surprised today by the statements of Shri Manohar Parrikar. Either he is ignorant of law, or I think after he is out of power and not the Chief Minister, his lawyers have deserted him. Because when the Honorable Supreme Court has clearly made this particular observation and said very clearly that shall not be treated as an expression on the conduct of then Power Minister. You cannot go behind and say what the Power Minister did wrong, and you have to again launch a CBI inquiry or other criminal proceedings. I have never done anything wrong. At the most, it is just a procedural error. And why we have IAS officers, why we have secretaries who are IAS officers? Precisely because of that. Imagine I am uneducated, I don't know anything, I am a total unpad. And then forever I will be in jail for taking wrong decisions. Why do you have IAS officers? And somewhere in the course of the judgment it says, nowhere it is put in writing either by minister or the secretary. It is the job of the secretary to pinpoint that you have done something wrong. If I had overruled them, then it would have been my total fault. I would have been held responsible.
He said that he had just modified the earlier power rebate scheme and later withdrew it when he realized his mistake. Mr. Godino claimed that the subsidy to the tune of Rs 13 crore was released to various industries under the scheme, while Mr. Parrikar provided subsidy of Rs 15 crore to the Murmugao Steel. Ironically, the present Chief Minister, Digambar Kamath, was the Power Minister then.
You cannot launch criminal proceeding twice on the same particular case. Then any particular case will go on forever and ever against anybody for their whole lifetime. That's why this constitutional guarantee is there. I think he is totally either ignorant, or I say his lawyers have deserted him. Now I think Mr. Manohar Parrikar has got CBI phobia. He eats CBI, drinks CBI, dreams CBI, says CBI. That is how he is saying there should be a CBI inquiry against me. Whatever correction in course that is required as far as the legal aspects are concerned, I will see that subsidy is released. This was the calling attention. So it was he who had asked for the subsidy. Now coming back to the 13 crore, and if I well remember, it was 13 crore subsidy which was released to them. When Mr. Manohar Parrikar again raised the assembly, in the old assembly I remember him raising the issue, it was me who immediately issued a circular. 15 crore subsidy was paid to Murmugao Steel, that is one industry alone, by his government when Mr. Manohar Parrikar was the Chief Minister.
The senior congressman pointed out that the second last paragraph in the Supreme Court's order exonerates him from the case. Mr. Godino said that the Supreme Court judges were fully aware that the judgment might be used to initiate criminal proceedings against him, and hence he has been exonerated through this order.
Before parting with these appeals, we make it clear that the observations made by us in the course of our judgment is only for the purpose of disposing of these appeals, which simply means that these particular appeals which are being disposed of and what has been said earlier against non-compliance of the business rule shall not apply to the Power Minister. It simply means that I totally stand exonerated as far as the charges of having some wrong intention, of a malignant intention, of having issued that notification. That's why this paragraph is specially there.